So, have you seen good stuff so far?
So much good stuff.
Yeah, I hope you saved yourself for me. So what I have got a ton to go through. So I'm just gonna through, and then if I go quick, then I've got time left at the end, and then we can do questions and things like this. Because I had a release about 10 days ago, the diary release, so I just want to go through that quickly. It was supposed to release in November, early November, that was the plan, but there was a slight problem with the diary that I wasn't happy with. Nobody else noticed it, but I did. So I sent it back and I wanted it redone. I didn't realise it would take as long to get back to me, but I'd rather have it perfect. Well, I'd rather have it right and late than not. It was just something that, if it drove me mad, I thought it would drive other people mad. So that's why it's late. I'm really sorry about that. The diary programme last year went amazingly. We couldn't believe how people embraced it. So I decided to do it again this year, but I've been using this diary for 3 years, so you can tell I'm sick of the colours and of the art, and everybody else has only had it a year. So I did it exactly the same again, same format, but with new art. So this is the artwork that's in here, but I also wanted a large one. So I made it. They were like, do you think people will buy it? I'm like, I don't care, I want it. And if nobody buys it for the next 7,000 years, I have got a diary. So, but they're loving it. So these are exactly the same artwork, just, this is the scale that I made the art, and these were shrunk down, okay? So because it's coming out, I still had to fill it, so it's filled with last year. I love it. They say, can you just do a sample of the diary? It's like, yeah, it's 365 days, twice, 3 times. So this one, this one is full of just all the original stuff. This is full of the new stuff, and this has got both in, because some of your customers will still have sticker books and stuff left that all went with this, and it all goes together. But I have brought out new. So this is the newer sticker book, very, very arty. All this has come straight out of my journals, as you can see. You know, all these stickers, really, really arty stickers in here. Where's the, so you can see the images there. We've got lots and lots of art in there. And then at the back, we've got these peel-off quotes in large and small. And you can see here, so they're on clear, so you can see the backgrounds coming through underneath. So new sticker book there, new clips again with the art. I wanted round ones this time, but they've got exactly the same art that's in the different bits. So new clips there, new die cuts again, you can see with the art. Again, taken straight from my journals. So very arty collection this time. Another set of die cuts that I brought out was heads and bodies, because that's what I do. I swap heads and bodies, so quite large ones, and we've swapped, you know, you can swap all the heads and bodies around. So the die cuts are there. There's also the ones that came out in September, so I've put them with a new one as well, because they're sort of more new at the show. The die cuts, we also had, I brought out back chat, which again, when I see like little sayings to put in, they're always really nice, like have a great day, and mine are like yes, no, is it over yet, you know, what have I got here, not on your Nelly, you know, you've been warned, what part of no did you not understand? And so mine's like that. They're really good value, and you get 4 sheets of different sayings in the white and 4 sheets in the colours. Also little mini tissue tape strips. It's a tiny little, I love these little strips. And I did them so, oh, can't get them. The lights, this is a really bad light. I'm in shadow, there you go, little strips. And I did them so they all fit in the pockets of the diary as well. So they all came out earlier in the year, okay? A new colouring book, which is a great addition to everybody, the sheets, and this is going to be popular with the diary, is the borders. So it's all borders and quotes, that's all there is in it. 2 sheets of each, borders and quotes that they can just cut out, and I think that's wholesale $2, so really reasonable. Okay, so that's the diary one, that's all that. The thing I'm really excited about in this release, this is my big, is the Dyalog. Okay, so this is the Dyalog system there. The book that's missing is here. It's this one. So that's all the Dyalog system. I've used what we used to always call them Midoris. People are calling them Traveller's Notebooks now, but I've used a Traveller's Midori system for years because I collect quotes, and if I've ever been to your store, you'll know all I'm usually doing, headphones on, I'm writing my quotes down, I'm collecting them for all my sayings and the different things. And the only thing that's really not annoyed me, but I've been irritated by is the paper. The paper in these books is rubbish. Has anybody used them? It's really thin paper. So I've been wanting this for 5 years. Ranger have finally given in to me. I wear them down. I just wear them down. I just keep at it. So this is the Dyalog system. I've called it Dyalog because it goes, Dylusions, DYARY, die cuts, etc. Because to me, these are the different logs that go in, because you log in your life with it a lot of the time. So there's 8 different logs, 8 different notebooks, all with a different cover and all with a different inside. And that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it so people didn't think it was just one notebook. So they all have a different inside. Because of that, it was really important to me on the packaging. You had quite a prominent thing showing you what was inside. So you can see here this says agenda because there's rules, there's all sorts. I wanted people to see that. You can sell them, or in our store we're going to stack them. We're going to have them all like this in things like this so people can rummage through. So I wanted it to be there where you could see it. The difference between mine and everybody else's is the quality of the paper. It is my mixed media cardstock. So it's the same paper that's in my diaries, that's in my journals. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. So we have in there's 2 with the ruled lines for my quotes. So I've got a normal ruled there, and I've also done the handwriting lines. Cursive writing's coming back with a bang, calligraphy's coming back with a bang, so that's got those 2 lines in there. I have never ever seen a black Traveller's Notebook anywhere. So I have a black one there. Again, it's in my mixed media. I have a blank one to do, and we use this in class. It's strong enough to take your inks and your paints. So there's a blank one there, and I also have a background one, so one that's already got the backgrounds ready done. Because we're getting more and more people wanting to come over to mixed media but so scared of it, so scared. So start them off with something that's half done where they don't have to get too messy, and then that's what's happened with the diary, and then they slowly get hooked in there. So is that 6 or is that just 5 at the moment? Yeah, that's 6. And then I also have 2 for the bullet journalers. Bullet journaling, it's a bit clean for me, but it's the fastest growing. I was at the planner convention last year, and this year I'm on the panel of experts. Can I just say? And all these mad women. But on Facebook, there's a group. They added me to this group. There's 157,000 women on this Facebook, all doing this bullet journaling. But it's very clean. It's very clean. So, but I brought the girls in the office were like, please bring them out. They do it all. So I'll just paint over these and use them as journals. But they're there for your bullet journals. So this has tiny little dots, and this one has the grid. Okay. So, and I'll talk about those in a minute. So there's 8 of the different logs there. There's also a skew that has the pockets. So you've got, like the little different pockets. Then you can put things in. One's missing. There's 3 different ones. And then the covers. I'm vegan, so at the moment it's massively popular to have all these leather covers, which I don't do. And they're very expensive as well, and I wanted it to be really accessible. So mine are I used to make my own covers, and it was just canvas that had some big interfacing in. So there's 2 covers. There's the blue cover, and there's this cover, and I think the wholesale of these is $3, so really, really good value, and the wholesale of this is $6, I think. So the covers, when you first get them, they feel quite stiff, but when you're working with them, they just soften up. It was really important to me that the covers are a lot wider than the books. When you see a lot of the systems, the books are very similar to the covers, but you think, look how many books I've got in there, and the covers still fit. It's really important to me to do that. So we've got those covers. So when you look at the cover, you see there's only actually 2 elastics in there. And people put one on each, and they're like, how do you do this? So this is where like the elastics come in. We have a SKU that is just the elastics, and I think that's wholesale $1 with the coloured elastics in there. And this is how you do it. You take 2 books, and the 2 books, you take an elastic. You can either do it in the middle of the book or you can do it in the covers, it doesn't matter. And you just put an elastic over the 2 and make sure that they separate, so you've got 2 separate books. And then you feed them under an elastic, okay? And then you take another book and you feed that under this original elastic. So there you've got 3 books just on one of the elastics. You can put 3 on there. You can also put more on, but they get very heavy, so I'm going to show you with the pockets. So you can do it again. You could add 2 pockets, and again you could just slip it under this middle book, or any of the books. You could slip it under this back book, it wouldn't matter, wherever you want it to be. So now you've got 5 things on there. You've got 3 books and you've got 2 pockets. I've put them on upside down, but never mind. But you've got this, so that's how you end up with all these here. And if I can just show you some of them, that's the bullets. Here we go. So these are the ones where I write with my quotes. I always write on the right hand side only. I only ever write on the right hand side, and then I take the book out, I turn it upside down, and I come back and I write on the right hand side again. I don't know, I've always been odd.
I get that.
I've always been odd, so you know, I write it and then I write that side. This is one of the, this has not got a lot, they've all got varied amounts in, but you can see that the ink, it doesn't go through to the back. There's the agenda one. Okay, so you know, some people will want it in a diary, some people like this, but I've used the same stuff because you want to mix, you want your customers to mix across the different things. So I've used it, I went quite monochromatic there. I've used the same stuff. This one has got in, this is the black one, which I use constantly. I've gone through so many black ones. And this is one of the ready decorated ones, where you can see I've just taken stamps. And I do this on the plane. I just have my glue stick and I just take my stamps and do, and then colour in. So it's really, really, you know, it's going to encompass everybody in there. This is, I've kept these separate. This is the bullet journaling that I don't understand. Even though I did those 2 samples there, and I really enjoyed myself, and now I'm over it. Only because it's clean, and it's like, and it's lists and it's planning. I don't plan. When I do my diary, I go backwards. You know I do. I go on a Monday, I go, right, what did I do last week? What do I want to record? I put the best stuff. You know, I've told you before, a to-do list is so demoralising because you don't do it. I just put everything I've done. I write a list of everything I've done and tick it off. And I just feel so, look, here we go, tick, tick, look, I did everything on that list. So I don't understand this concept, but it's, everybody's different. So this is one of the girls, this is Taylor who did the letter it. This, look how neat. Look at this and clean. I almost don't want to touch them. So this is, but those who are into it are into it big time. They really are. And they either use the grids or they use the dots. This is Sandra, one of my tutors in England. So she's made her own. You see, I'm like, well, I can just get, no, I have to write my own numbers. I'm like, do your numbers go in a different order? She's like, no. So you know, you do the different bits in there. This, oh, but what I liked about this was actually she's logged her colours and she's logged what tape she's got somewhere. So they love, when they love it, they love it. So this is Michelle, another of my tutors, and she has, so she does things like the books she wants to read. So she's quite arty, so she'll do the different things in there, and then she has, this is everybody's birthdays, and then there's a tracker, there's a daily habit tracker. Look at mine on there. I made it all up. Look, can you see the top line? I think the top line says no junk food. Look, every day, no junk food, no junk. I just made it up because I didn't know what to do. But they, you know, they find it's great. It's like mood tracker. I don't need to be told when I was miserable. But she likes it. And this, the drink intake, mine wouldn't be this colour. Mine would be beer, cup of tea, beer. But, oh my God, but those who love it, and she says, I love it, Dyan, she says it's just They do, and here's another one that she does. That's her monthly one. So she will do, that's her year, that's what she wants to do that month, there's her week. So, and she said, look, I've been really arty and messy. That they love. So I don't understand it, but I've catered to them. Okay, so did I go through the bag?
No.
So the accessory bag came out with the diary. It's got an elastic on it. So this isn't in stock at the moment, we're just waiting this. And this is going to be mid-February, everything else. But it fits over your diary, it fits this way across your journal as well. Really good quality. I was really adamant it had to be fabulous quality. The zip is great, it's fully lined. And there will be more coming, there'll be a larger one, because if I order a larger one I can have 5 metres of material to make myself a dress. So yeah, new paint pens, so 2 new sets of paint pens there, so there's now 20 paint pens in the line, which are going down really well. I've got new washi tapes. I've gone a little bit more arty with all this collection. So I have 3 sets. They look quite dark in the packaging, and that's because they're slightly see-through, so you see what's underneath. But when you actually peel them out, they're really bright and clear. All art straight from my journals. The art department have done a fabulous job. Look at this one. And I've had to apologise to America because I've always taken fun of the Americans with their 897 rolls of washi tape. I get you now, I understand. But loads of washi tape. This is in the Tim's alcohol ink thing, but lots of different widths of the washi tape there. What else have we got? Shimmer inks. When I had the line in England before I joined Ranger, I had as many shimmer inks as I had normal inks. This is more me than the micas. The micas were just that subtle. I'm not subtle, as you know. If you didn't know that, no, I'm not subtle. But these are this ink packed. You can see the mica, but it's this colour ink. So with the other ones, you had to really put them onto dark card to see. With these are straight on, so you can see the colour. With them on here, you can see the shimmer, you can see how intense it is, but also you can see where I've ghosted it because it's the ink. You can remove the ink as well. 12 colours. I store all mine flat because then they're easier to use. 12 different colours. We've done them all separate. We have a little stand, so they're all, you know, the last one was in a kit, in a set. I'm not always keen on sets because you might just want that colour, so I've done them all separate. I did them smaller because you don't need as much of this as you do of this, okay? And I wanted customers to be able to buy a few different ones, and I think it would be off-putting if they were in this one here. So smaller, I think these retail at $3.99, 12 different colours of those. Work on black as well, but on black you're not going to see the colour of the dye, you're only going to see the colour of the pearl, okay? Whereas if you use the other ones on white, all you saw was a slight shimmer. So they're really strong. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else before I go to these. New stamp sets. I've only done 4 this time. I like to be different every single time. People say you never bring out the same amount. No. Why? Because I don't want to. I just like to be a bit unpredictable. I haven't done backgrounds for years, so I came out with some new background stamps. Went back to do some book plates again. 6 years ago I had some book page stamps. These are all some of my dad's books. That's my dad's old co-signed book under there, this one. All to go with existing stamps. And just lately I've seemed to have done a lot of people, a lot of heads, and I just wanted some extra bits to go with them, so they're just bits and bats. The heads I asked my daughter to draw. I got Jay to draw these. She's drawn some of my other stamps before, and I'm wanting her to sort of draw some more because she has a slightly different style. We're similar but slightly different, and so I just said to her, I want animal heads, I want a rabbit, an owl, a fox and a deer, and she went, what? And I went, yeah. And so she's done that one, and you can mix them, you see. So I've mixed them with the actual animals. You can see, thank you, the fox on there. But I'm also putting them on all the people as well. So they go with all the people. And then again, my beautiful sayings. Sorry if I look interested, I'm not. A group of people is called a no thanks. And for the first time in her life, she was truly happy. Then she remembered she was drunk. So, and then last time, thank you, darling, I didn't do stencils last time. So I've done 6 stencils this time. We have the sugar lumps, large and small. got the triangles, we've got the all over hearts, big flowers, giraffe, and squiggle. And all the samples for the stencils this time, there's a board around the back, and I've done them all with pen. I've drawn through them rather than, I think sometimes they get lost, you don't see them as much when they're just in the background, so I really wanted to make them prominent. For example, there's the giraffe stencil, okay, and there's the flower stencil, and the squiggle stencil is somewhere, because they're not just for ink. A lot of people have said, oh, I don't buy them because I don't do any ink in. They're not just for ink. And you see there's the squiggle one where I drew, and I did all these on the plane, so I just drew through. So 6 stencils as well. So I think that is everything. Any questions? Can I have a lie down? Any questions? No?
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Scrap Time videos here on YouTube so you'll be the first to see all our videos from Creativation. And follow us on Instagram at Scrap Time Photos to see photos straight off the show floor.